guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sandra, like asking a question. Will Sandra help you keep a smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The golden nugget today is let go of the story. But before I get to running my mouth, let's go ahead and shake up this manifestation jar, and then we're gonna talk about it, okay? Let's see what we pulled for today. I pulled, looks like 3, and the first one is abundance, and we'll take this all day long. Yes, we will. The second one is overflow, and we'll take this all day long too. And last but not least is what? God got you. The you who is at core got you all day long. Listen, you have got to let go of the story. What story? You know, the story that you've been talking about your whole life. The story of this happened to me, they did this to me. Maybe you were a little kid when it happened. Maybe it happened last year. Maybe it happened last month. And guess what? You talk about it every once in a while. It'll come up and you just be reminiscing till what happens. You begin to feel the exact same emotions that you felt when it happened to you years ago. And the funny thing is, it's not even happening to you in the physical, but you are drawing those emotions to you, thus causing you to have these feelings, thus causing you to be what? Captive in your own thoughts. Because you know what? Thoughts will intimidate who you identify with. Now, if you are continuing to tell the story of what happened to you, that means you are identifying with that story. So now the mind and the body is having full play date with you. It's having you go over here, run over there, run to first base, run to second base, run to third base, but it ain't gonna ever get you to home. It's just gonna have you going to first, second, third, but you will never get home to who you really are at core. Why? Because you keep talking about and telling the same story. You have got to let the story go. Yes, they did something to you. They said something about you. This happened to you. You did it to yourself. Yes, move on from that by doing what? Getting and staying aligned and connected, which means what? You, God at core, will be at the forefront of your life, moving in a through you that you're able to see within your journal with some clarity, which will let you know that what? You are not the story. That was just an experience. You got to let it go because you are still in captivity. You don't have any freedom. Even when it seems like you're happy, you really aren't. Even when it feels like you have some peace, you really don't have it. Why? Because it's just an illusion. Why? Because your mind still have you telling that same story. My sister treated me like this. My brother treated me like that. My mama did this to me. My daddy did this to me. My ex-husband did this to me. My ex-wife did this to me. My sister-in-law did this to me. My brother-in-law did this to me. Y'all are still on the same old story, and your mind isn't free. That's why you're up one day and down another. You're going to have to let go of the story. And once you let go of the story, you will denounce that identity and grab on to who you really are, which is who God. And guess what? That type of life, those type of experiences will be so great. You'll always understand that the best is yet to come. You'll really have genuine peace. Why? Because at core, you are peace. You'll really have genuine love. Why? Because at core, you are love. You'll really have genuine happiness. Why? Because at core, you are happy. You get what I'm saying? There will not be any masked smiles, any fakeness going on. You will truly be the real deal, okay? You won't have to long and yearn for other people's company. You won't have to yearn and long for other people to give you a call, to talk to you, to make you feel like you're somebody. Why? Because you already know that you're God at core. And you'll know that you're not the body. You are source within. You get what I'm saying? So let go of that story. That's why a lot of you guys, and I can include myself because I was at that point before, we couldn't progress. You couldn't move forward like you really wanted to. You had these great ideas, these great talents, these great gifts, but you weren't moving forward in it. Why? Because you was held down by a story. They did this to me. They did that to me. Get over it. I know you're saying, yeah, it's easy because it didn't happen to you. Guess what? Whatever you identify with will keep you in captivity. You will not be free. And that's why your mind always brings back stuff to you that happened to you. Why? Because you're still identifying with the story. You're still saying, yep, that happened to me. Who are you? Who are you at core? Did it happen to God? No. So why are you identifying with it? At core, you're God. You're still attached to your mind and your body, which means what? The God in you, which is you, you're not leading. You got to get aligned and connected so that you can lead. And when you're leading, you'll realize that that story is not you at all. That story was just something that you were supposed to observe and learn from and say, okay, that's how that goes. Let me move on. And that's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of us, we never moved on. We're still stuck in 1970 something, in 1980 something, in 1950 something, in 1940 something. You're still stuck there. Shucks, some of y'all still stuck in what, 1919. Did that make sense? It did. Wait a minute. I was intending to say 2019. I don't know anybody who's still alive from 1919. Okay, blooper, and all of it quick. But y'all get what I'm saying? Some of y'all are just still stuck. And that's only because you're holding on to the story. Let the story go. Let the story go. And you'll see that you will be truly free, smiling and laughing. And even if you see people, places, and things that cause the story to even come about, you won't have any kind of odd, weird feelings against them or towards them. Why? Because you know that you don't identify with what happened. Why? Because that's not you. And you know who you are. You're God at core. You get what I'm saying? So listen, let the story go. Say, today, I will no longer identify with that story. I will no longer identify with that story. I am going to move on with who I am at core, and that's God. And I'm going to have a blissful life. I'm going to always know that the best is yet to come. I'm going to always know that everything is all right. I'm going to always know that everything is always working out for my good. I'm going to always know that I am that I am. And that's all good goods and yum yums. Y'all get it, got it good. I hope so. But if you didn't get it, rewind and watch again, because I don't want you holding on to a story. I don't want you to do that. Bedtime is over. Nap time is over. No more stories. No more stories. It's time for you to live. It's time for you to wake up and live your best life, okay? Which means what? Live in heaven on earth, okay? I'm going to go because I keep running my mouth. But listen, if y'all didn't get this thing, rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the mask of smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Let the story go. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.